Hello, Registeel video. Today we're going to start a new series which is going to be called Trainer Challenges, and we're going to basically take the team of a trainer in the main series games. We're going to try it out in the Go Battle League. We're going to try out today a Blue's team, and there are a ton of different teams available where I could choose some Pokemon from. Main rule set here is I have to always use the signature Pokemon, which would be here actually Pidgeot if you just go by whatever it uses all the time, but also kind of Blastoise, so we have both of them in there. And we're going to focus on the first team here on their main game series team there from the first generation. I'm going to maybe add some more different stuff later on as well, but our first team going to be Pidgeot, the Blastoise, and also the Executor. If you enjoy this challenge, please leave a like on the video. Let's aim for 500 likes and we release a new episode of this. Also, you can give me some suggestions for like improvements in the comment section as well. You can ask me for a trainer that you want to see. Do you want to see Cynthia? Do you want to see Red? Or whatever trainer you know from the main series games we can try out in the Go Battle League, and let's go right into the games. Starting into the first battle now, we're going to take a look at it here, and we're going to have actually a very good lead for us and also pretty decent Pokemon as a safe swap, as we can go to our Blastoise. We will be able to basically hardwall our opponent so far. Very cool there. Of course, we have our Pidgeot, we have our Blastoise as a safe swap here. Both of them together, kind of signature Pokemon for Blue in the main series games. Sadly, they are also both getting hardwalled by Lantern, so it's going to be a little bit of an issue maybe. So that's the main reason why we have our Executor in the back. I only built it for this video, so definitely, let's see if this is a worthy investment. We will be able to go ahead and go for one Shield Earthquake coming up, and we will be able to realign. Blastoise is actually way better in the Great League than you might expect. This Pokemon is really strong, especially like in the Zero Shields, like you basically never really knock them out. We see the Registeel coming in. Was this like the worst decision that I ever did going into my Pidgeot here? Let's see. We will be able to go ahead and debuff them first. This will allow us to survive one charge move here, hopefully. Let's see the Zapcan, and the Zapcan does not knock us out. And we also didn't even get the debuff, which is really nice, because we can go ahead and go for one Brave Bird. Gonna get them super low already, and we can get to another one. You know already how much damage it's going to do here. Nearly knocking them out. They can go for one more charge move, they can knock me out, but now the Trevenant has to knock out both my Executor as well as the Blastoise. It's going to be a good game. Okay, first game, very good. But is it going to stay that easy? We have to see. Horrible lead here. We have to swap out now. We have to go into our Executor. We're running the Confusion. It's like, this is going to be tough. In general, against Steel types like this team struggles. This is not really the easiest one, but maybe we can change our team up a little bit if this keeps being a problem. We have to see. We can go ahead and go into our Blastoise now. They have a victory bell. That's going to be a game over. Not really good for us. Let's see, next one. We see a Lantern in the lead, and of course, you know already, there's not a lot that we can do against Lantern here. So yeah, I don't really feel this team too much right now. I can try to still win this one here, but it's going to be a tough one here as well, as we're going to be able to go for one debuff move. But they can just go ahead and go for the Thunderbolt, and like there's not a lot that I can do here. I have to let my Pidgeot go down basically. Have to go into my Executor and hope that they don't have an answer for it, but they're going to swap out into a Trevenant. So we're going to change our team. We see here the team that Blue ran in Heart Gold, Soul Silver, and they ran Machamp here. And this is going to be a Pokemon we're going to adapt for our team, and let's take a look on how this is going to go now. We have the Machamp instead of the Executor now in the back, and this is going so much better. Honestly, this was the team which I had the most success with during the Go Battle Day. I played this team for like, I think 5 sets or something in total at the end. This team was amazing. Like, it worked out so well. You're still going to have the double weakness against Lantern. Lantern can be an issue, but Machamp gives it so much more flexibility. It's such a better Pokemon, of course, compared to Executor. But now this challenge is going to be not really a challenge anymore, because this Pokemon is just insanely strong. Still, Blastoise here going to be able to farm down the Sableye. Blastoise still so underrated. Would highly recommend you to try to get to one there. Actually, I think win against Trevenant in the Zero Shields, which is wild. And you have Ice Beam here, you see how much damage it does. Water Gun is such a good move as well right now. And we see the Bastion in the back. Let's go, goodbye opponent. Now it's coming here. This team is just going to be going to town here. We're going to have a very good lead again. We're going to see the opponent going into their Stunfisk. I'm going to go to my Blastoise for whatever reason actually. I should most likely went into my Machamp instead. Actually, I thought most likely I will be able to get out of this matchup with some energy and might hit an Ice Beam again against the opponent as well here. And I'm a little bit tankier, so I guess it's fine. But my opponent going to hit the Earthquake and they're going to shield on my charge moves, which is not something I really expected. So I will have to go for another charge move here. Let's see if they want to shield this move up as well. And they do. And now we're going to go both 2 shields down. But I'm pretty sure he's in range where I can farm them down already with Water Gun alone. Let's see. We can do that. And we can also still get to 1 Ice Beam. Blastoise is going to town here. This Pokemon, so underrated, so cheap to build, nobody uses it, and I have no idea why. You see the Registeel coming in, they actually still had some chance there. I would have still got to the cross chop in time, and I'm pretty sure I still would have won, but they still had some chances of winning this game, so I don't know why they swapped out immediately. Next up, horrible lead here with the Ninetales. It's going to be the Charm version, so we have to stay in here. If it was the Powder Snow, you could have swapped out into the Blastoise. If it's a Charm version, it's definitely not something where you really want to swap out to. They're going to throw the Charge move here, which is amazing for me because I really need this to happen. I will be able to go into my Blastoise now. I have a shield advantage, which is cool. And I can go for my Hydro Cannon, which will knock them out, but this is still going to be a little bit tough. They're going to let this move go through. We see the Sableye coming in, which is pretty decent. We can go for another Hydro Cannon. They're not going to throw here, which is pretty decent. We will be able to get the shield from the opponent here, and what we can do now is we can rely on our Machamp here. We just have to hope that there's not a Machamp in the back. There's not something in the back that I can get hard ward from. I'm going to go for the shield, they're going to go for the return as well, and we're going to see that they're going to forfeit. So they most likely had some steel type in the back there, which is fine for me. And this team in general works so well. Horrible lead, we stop into a Blastoise here. Blastoise gets out the Trevenant, Blastoise can go for 1 Ice Beam. Let's see if this matchup actually is as good as I thought it would be. Maybe we can flip switch against the Trevenant, we can easily survive the move there. I think we would be able to win the 0 shields. Let's see, Ice Beam coming through, going to get shielded, we would have won the 0 shields. So you're getting a guaranteed shield advantage with the Blastoise there. It's good against the Galarian Stunfisk, it's good against the Noctowl, it's good against even Machamp. Like, this Pokemon is really strong in the current meta, and like, nobody uses it because nobody expects it and everybody thinks about Swampert, but Blastoise is just a little bit bulkier, just has a little bit of a different move pool. And here we're going to see a Sableye coming in. We're just going to go straight for the Rock Slide, and we're going to say straight goodbye to the opponent there, as this one will be a win for us as well. There's nothing they can do about it. We can farm them down, and now they have a Stunfisk there, which has only like 1 shield left, and we can go for 2 cross chops here, and they have definitely then not a lot of health left anymore, and I'm pretty sure this should be enough to knock them out anyway. Yeah, they're going to forfeit anyway, so it's going to be a good game there. Next opponent, Stunfisk. You cannot say that I win the leads. I lose the leads here and I still have a great time. Pelipper comes in. Do you think that Pelipper is really good against Blastoise? We will find out shortly. We see the Ice Beam coming through. Ice Beam going to get the shield already. That's pretty nice. Not sure if I want to shield here now, or do I want to shield here? I'm not sure. I'm actually going to shield here. It's going to be the Hurricane, which is amazing for us. And you know what? I can go for the bait here as well. Blastoise does a lot of damage already with the fast moves alone, so we see here that even though their fast moves are neutral, my fast moves are resisted, we still do more damage to them than they do to us, and we will be able to go for another Hydro Cannon here. And this will do enough to knock out the opponent, allowing us to flip switch. They're gonna go into the Stunfisk, they have to go for 1 Rock Slide here. And there's not a lot that they can do about this now in this scenario as well. In general, I can go into my Machamp, they have to swap out to Sableye. Going to store the move, and now I can just go ahead, go for 1 Brave Bird, and I hopefully have a great time against the Galarian Stunfisk later. We see the return coming through, fine for us. Could have overfarmed at least like 2 more, I think, here, but this is fine. Still a Brave Bird coming through. We're gonna get the KO there against the opponent, and we can go for the Feather Dance already. We should have went for the Brave Bird, not gonna lie, but Feather Dance will allow us to also survive the Earthquake now, I think, on our Machamp, which is cool. So no matter what they want to do, there is nothing that they can do that helps them in general. I can go for 2 fast moves because you cannot store an Earthquake and a Rock Slide at the same time. You always need 2 fast moves in between, and we will be able to knock out the next opponent as well. So did we just accidentally find a good team just by playing the Pokemon that a trainer in the main series games played? I guess so. We will be able to go ahead and shield up the move from the opponent. Noctowl is a little bit tricky in the lead. I don't really like it because they outspeed us to the first move, and then we usually don't shield the first move from us. So they have a better scenario there for them, like a better position. We see the Registeel coming in. Should have most likely not thrown immediately here because they can knock us out here, but because I know that they have Noctowl and I don't really want to keep my Machamp against the Noctowl, I'm going to let this move go through, and I'm going to reveal my final Pokemon. Blastoise will be able to farm them all the way down. Blastoise has access to the move Ice Beam. So as long as we can align it, we can actually even go for Hydro Cannon at this range. Hydro Cannon still does do a ton of damage. It's the best charge move like from the starters, so 40 energy for I think 80 damage or something. It's insanely strong. We will be able to go ahead and snipe them now with one Brave Bird and see if they want to let this move go through, and they do, which allows us now to basically align us against the Swampert. Let's see, this should be a pretty decent way for us as well here. We're going to go ahead, go for the shield. We can go for the Feather Dance and hopefully debuff the opponent's attack. Let's see, we got the attack drop there, and we get the shield, which is nice. Sadly, they won't CMP against us, a very good one for the opponent, but we just have to go for another Hydro Cannon. And I think at this range, let's see, we're going to be able to get there, but Earthquake doesn't even chaos. Like, they are double debuff, but it actually does KO us, and we're going to sadly go down there. Must have been just a few HP, like double debuffed Earthquake usually doesn't do that much. It must be literally just the exact amount of, the exact amount of HP that we had left there. We see a Skarmory against us. That's kind of horrible for our lead, but our backlane also doesn't really like it. I'm going to shield up this move just in case it's going to be the Brave Bird, and it is the Brave Bird. We see the Swampert coming in here, which is amazing for us, as we can align our Pokemon now better, and this Hydro Cannon gonna get the shield back anyway. We're gonna get them low already, which is cool. Like, we're gonna get them around, like, 60%. They actually have Sludge Wave, which is interesting. Not even running the Earthquake. I can go into my Machamp, and this is a cool thing about Machamp. I can just farm them all the way down. Machamp is going to town here, Machamp is going to farm them all the way down, and we have now a ton of energy against whatever wants to come in. It's going to be a Digger Speed. Have fun with catching those moves here. They're going to actually forfeit already. They had no idea, like they had nothing against our Machamp in the back there. Next opponent, good lead finally for us. We see a swap though into Frosters, and here's something that I figured out as well. You kind of have to shield the first move here, and I didn't do this here. I think they can... actually, no, maybe not. Maybe this was a different team. I think this is actually fine to no-shield the first one. There are some teams definitely where they can realign. Not sure if this is the case here. I don't think so it is. Maybe they can do it in the two shields though. Don't know. We can go for one Hydro Cannon though. Gonna get them lower a little bit here. They don't get the shield sadly, but still better doing damage than doing no damage, as we're going to be able to shield up the move. And this allows us now to lock the opponent into the final matchup. I should have went for the debuffing move most likely, because it would have helped us out a lot. But like this, we're still going to be able to get them pretty low, as we can go ahead and shield up the move. Think I'm going to make a mistake here. Let me see. I shouldn't have went for this move, I think, because like this, they are not in range for me to farm them down with our Pidgeot in the back. Most likely should have went for one more fast move before. So we have to throw a charge move here, and now it depends if we can still knock out the Venusaur in time. We have to go for one Brave Bird to knock them out most likely. No, actually Feather Dance is enough at this point. And Feather Dance is coming through before they can get to one Sludge Bomb. So even this game going to be a good game here. Again, this works out so well. Like this team itself, very good team. Can highly recommend it to you. We see a Noctowl here against us with the party head there from New Year, which is kind of interesting. And yeah, we will see this guy attack coming through. We saw this matchup again. But yeah, so far, let me know your opinion on the series in the comment section there. Let me know which Pokemon or like which trainer you want to see next, of course. There are like, I have two already recorded, not like the battles itself. Like I have the battles recorded, but not the actual commentary for that yet. But we will be able to adjust, of course. I'm planning on doing this like around one time a week, but let me know like based on likes if you actually like this series, because this is a lot of work to actually put them all together as well, and all the research, and it's more editing than a normal video. So let me know that if you actually enjoy this video, or like in general enjoy the series, and we can definitely move forward from there. We have a horrible scenario here though. We're going to have the Machamp against us, and the Machamp has two shields. What do we do here now? We don't give up yet. We can go for the debuffing move here, and we can also go ahead and catch the move from the opponent. This is going to be the Ice Punch, which we perfectly calculated, and we can go ahead and still go for some cross-chop damage here. And as they think that I have a ton of energy left on my Pidgeot, they're going to no-shield this, which allows us now to farm them all the way down. This will be a very good one there as well for us, as we're going to be able to still survive this one, and we can knock out the Machamp, as they still have one shield left, but it didn't really help them either. Next one, we see a Ninetales in the lead. Let's see if it's Powder Snow or Charm. It is Powder Snow this time around, so we swap out immediately into our Blastoise. Very decent matchup for the Blastoise. We can go ahead and go for our Hydro Cannon, and now we can unalign us basically. What unaligning is, for me at least, is that we try to wait out the switch clock somehow here by them throwing the charge move and me throwing the charge move, which allows us at least to hopefully yeah, realign our other Pokemon better later. They're going to be able to go for only one more Weather Ball, as we will see. I think a Swampert coming in here, which has to use 2 shields here against me. I think at least. This is a Hydro Cannon. Does it actually knock me out? Maybe it does knock me out. I'm not sure. It doesn't knock me out. You see how strong Blastoise is. It's literally a Blastoise showcase so far. It's insanely strong. We can go ahead and go into our Machamp. I think we still... Okay, we're gonna go into the Pidgeot. I'm going to let this move go through, I guess. Do I? Yeah, I do. Okay. And I will be able to farm them down. Let's see what they're going to go into. We're going to see the opponent going into... Oh, a Stunfisk. That's going to be an interesting one, actually. Again, we're going to do a lot of damage with our fast moves, but like it's still going to be tough. They're going to go for the Rock Slide here. I'm going to go for 2 charge moves now, but they could catch the second one, so they still have a Pokemon in the bag. We're just going to go for back-to-back, and back-to-back is the way to go to knock out the opponent, so it's going to be a good game as well here, as we face the Ninetales coming in. And you see, like, I had such great success with it. You see me climb with this team. I even did way more battles than you see here, and I think on average I went 4-1. I had like a few 5-0s with that team. It was so much fun. Like, it was literally such a good team after I changed Executor for Shadow Machamp. And yeah, this is going to be a little bit of a tougher one. Now we have the Lantern coming in here, but I think we are locked into them, which is really good. And Lantern definitely doesn't want to face a Machamp's muscles here, as we will be able to shield up the next move coming in from them, going to be the Thunderbolt. And we will be able to go ahead and farm them all the way down. And we can go for a Rock Slide here, try to get the shield back. Altaria is a little bit difficult for this team as well, but we can go ahead and go into a Pidgeot now, and we can get out the opponent's Galarian Stunfisk. That's kind of nice, as we will be able to go for 1 Feather Dance, but we're still kind of locked into a horrible matchup now. They have a shield advantage, Stunfisk is pretty decent against me, Altaria is kind of decent against me, so it's a really tough spot we're in here right now. We can still go for another charge move here, trying to debuff them even more. Going to be another Rock Slide coming through in our array there, as we will be able to go ahead and try to throw a Brave Bird there. It's going to do some nice damage. Actually, we will be able to go into our Machamp as well. They're going to farm me all the way down, but I can go into my Pidgeot, trying to get the energy on this. And this should be a good game now, because Blastoise is full sweep endgame. What usually happens after we're done with a challenge, we kind of want to rank them. And because we didn't have a challenge done yet, we cannot really rank them directly, but I can just say that this was the easiest of the 3 that I did so far. This was a very good team to play, and there are way more challenging trainers available that I can try for. So let me know in the comment section what you think about the series. I hope I see you in the next video, and please leave a like on it. Let's try to hit 500 likes, and I see you then. Bye bye.